February, we had a pretty big argument. She threatened divorce if things didn't change and she said I should see a therapist. I was too prideful at this time to book one, but was also very hurt by the pain I had caused her. I told her to give me 1 month. If she didn't see meaningful change, I'll get a therapist. March 1st rolls on by. I fixed a few things, played games a little less, but I hadn't done enough. I still wasn't putting in the effort. Gaming was still consuming my time and attention. April 1st, I booked my first therapist appointment like I said I would since I wasn't making the right changes. I also planned a weekend getaway for the two of us. First appointment was on April 20th and later that night, we left for our trip. Things were starting to feel a bit better. We drove to our getaway in the mountains, blasted music like we were teenagers and just had a pretty awesome weekend with just the two of us. It felt like I was really off to a good start on my journey to healing, and I started opening up a bit with feelings, emotions. Starting to understand the damage I had caused. On May 1st, I noticed my wife's iPhone location was at a hotel around 7 p.m. at night. Kids were asking where mom was, so I checked. My gut sank because I did not want to accuse her of the unthinkable. Unfortunately, it was true. I confronted her via phone on her drive home and told her something wasn't adding up. Once she got home, and I fronted her, but she wasn't being totally honest and I knew she wasn't. I ended up getting hold of her phone, downloaded Snapchat, she would delete it, and saw messages and pictures of her and AP at the hotel, pictures of my wife giving him oral. She had been talking to guys on Snapchat for a few months having EA affairs. One of these people lived nearby and they decided to meet up at a hotel for a PA. So after a lot of unsavory words that spewed out of my mouth, I decided to just cry myself to sleep. It took every ounce of decency in me not to tell her to leave the house. I couldn't do that to our kids. I laid on my side of the bed, turned away from her for hours, sick to my stomach, and just cried. I finally got sick of being in the same room as her and went to sleep in one of the kid beds. Contact with the PA partner stopped that night. I had her delete her Snapchat account, which she agreed to. She continued to talk to the another EA partner on a new Snapchat account she created for about 4 weeks until I told her I didn't want her speaking to him either. I started getting bad anxiety each time she was on her phone, or seeing that Snapchat was open. I told WW I needed safety and deleting Snapchat and the account would give me that. WW agreed to cut ties with him as well. We started MC within 7 days. For the first 30 to 40 days, wife was not emotionally there. It hurt like hell seeing no emotion at all from the person who was my wife and best friend for 15 plus years. I didn't have a clue if she was heartless, didn't care about me anymore. Maybe it was the bipolar, I wasn't sure. Around the 40-day mark, she gave me the affair letter MC advised her to write. This was a big step. It allowed her to process all the emotions she was feeling and came to terms with what she did. She was extremely remorseful and was fully committed to rebuilding our marriage. This is what I had been needing for 45 days. I wrote her a letter back thanking her for being vulnerable with me, and I gave her the same commitment back.